But just to concur with everything that's been said, and to add to it, that it's ironic that in the year that both Pride and the Pope are celebrating the family, that we're just catching up and putting proper structures on the families of same-sex couples. But there is a problem, and I know the Minister recognised it. I spoke to him a short time ago. He's not accepting this amendment, but we will be pressing it. I'm sure, Minister Daly, you'll give your explanations as to why he's not accepting it. But I want to say to many of the same-sex couples out there who are concerned that our amendment will impact on the bill, it would only impact on it very positively if the bill, if it's accepted, and if it's rejected, it'll have no impact whatsoever on the bill. So there should be no worries about that. But like Paul, I want to talk about a couple who fall into this category. Stephanie and Bex have a daughter, Ava. They live in Roscommon, and Stephanie is the birth mother, and she suffers from an arthritic condition which is worsened by treatment with hormones. And in her case, her doctor recommended her not to go to the clinic, but to stay at home and to have home insemination carried out. And they know the donor, and they've drawn up a legal contract with the donor that he waivers all commitments to the child, any obligation to the child, that they don't hold him responsible for maintenance or anything of that nature, and that when the child reaches the age of 18, she is free to seek him out, and he is happy to meet her at that point. And that's all drafted in a legal agreement by both sides. But Stephanie and Bex are left in a very, very difficult situation. And I think one can only feel for them when you've got a small child like that and your own health is compromised and you're under treatment, that you're worried that your demise might leave the other parent completely in a limbo, and, as already been said, leaves the child in a limbo, because there is a possibility that our birth mother, who is ill, will go through some very serious health. Her health will be very compromised, and obviously we hope that she does well and that this won't be affected. But she needs to do well with her mental health and with her lifestyle, and to do well with that, she needs the same protections that this Act attempts to give to all other same-sex couples. And there is another cohort of couples who will stay at home for insemination because of the cost in the clinic, and they are people who cannot afford the €1,500 per effort that one has to make, and cost and economic circumstances are prohibiting them from being recognised by this state as a family. So for all that reasons, I think there are gay couples out there who opt for home insemination. There are gay couples out there who have gone through surrogacy and are not recognised. And for all those reasons, we believe that our amendment would only strengthen the hand of the Minister and the committee rather than weaken it. And that's why this amendment seeks a report within 6 months of the bill being passed. We don't want to leave anyone behind, and we talk a lot in this chamber about equality. The Taoiseach talks a lot about being the Taoiseach for an equal Ireland of opportunities, or an Ireland of equal opportunities, but this denies a cohort of parents and their children that equality. So I would plead with the Minister to accept the amendment, and even if you don't, I'm pleading with the other deputies to vote for it, because it will not harm the overall bill. I'll just repeat, all it will do is strengthen the future work of the committee in what they say is to deal with surrogacy, legacy issues and retrospective parenting, and also with the very, very sad and compelling case that I just made for Stephanie and Bex, and others indeed who can't afford the treatment in the clinics. And so I want to ask deputies here to support this amendment. It doesn't do any damage to the overall bill that we are going to have before us tonight.
Thank you very much.